So yeah, it's sort of caught me off guard, but I'm glad to be here. As you know, I'm a hotelier living on the island of Grenada in the Caribbean. We own and manage 2 properties here, each with 50 rooms. One is a beachfront resort and the other is a budget hotel. I've been doing it for 23 years. I used to live in San Diego, went to school there. And funny enough, I have a bachelor's in biology and a master's in epidemiology, but now I'm a hotel owner. I've been doing that for quite a while. And in fact, I'm talking to you right now from inside the hotel. We built this thing from the ground up and we live in the property. So I came up with this idea because we've had some problems over the years. One of them is that I pay a lot of commissions to what they call the OTAs, the online travel agents. And basically, these are the Expedias and Booking.coms of the world. And in 2019, I paid $42,000 worth of commissions to these guys. And it represents about 20% of the total booking value that they send our way. And others pay as high as 30%. And so you can see why this is just not a problem for us, but for other hotels around the world. It's a love-hate relationship. You love them, but you wish you weren't having to pay so much. So, and you guys are pretty familiar with the booking process. Most of us, go online, we start our search on Google, decide, okay, maybe we'll go to Expedia and look what's out there, check booking.com. The average person visits 38 different sites, including travel sites and hotels, before they decide what they're, where they're going to go. And the irony of it is that, the majority of those people go back to the booking, the online travel agent to make the booking, which means visitors are coming to my hotel site and they're leaving. So, I didn't know that these people are on my site. I didn't know what I could have offered them that would make them stay. So I started thinking to myself what I could do to intervene in this process before they leave the site. And how can I stand out? So what I did was I installed a live chat widget on my website, and I started talking to people. Sure enough, it's like connecting a spigot to a water line. People were visiting our site like crazy, chatting, asking questions about rooms and rates. And I got overwhelmed by the amount of chats that I got. I would have to pull over on the side of the road just to answer people's questions. And at nighttime, the number of chats would increase, and I just couldn't handle it. So try to get my staff involved, but unfortunately, some of my staff lack the writing ability and the etiquette to be able to answer quickly enough. And the visitors, would just end up leaving without getting answers. And I didn't want to lose that. So I started looking for solutions. And the solution I came up with is basically automated chat, which you would know as chatbots. And you're probably familiar with it. It's sort of like a front desk receptionist that's always there on the website to offer rates and, answer questions and even make reservations, sort of like a hotel representative. And you can imagine this could save me a lot of time because I could bring in bookings, answer questions, and I wouldn't have to do it myself. It was like adding a new sales channel onto the website. And to summarize, it's available 24/7, 365, instantly responds, multiple chats simultaneously, can offer rates, and you can imagine that it can even hand off to a live agent when needs be, and let alone it's been shown to increase sales by about 10%. So I tried a existing chatbot. The company was not that helpful or attentive in terms of answering questions and getting the right kind of message out. So I decided that I could do it better. And I took a couple of courses, one from Google, the other from IBM. I found a professional developer and I built this on our website. And you can see for yourself exactly what's
Thank you,
going on.
Dex.
This is exactly on my site. And you can see, you can find rooms by putting in dates. It'll tell you the space, the occupancy, the rates, and what the amenities are. And You can look at photos of the hotel, and you can even type in questions like I type in, how far is the beach? And it'll tell you we're 300 yards away from the beach, or what time is check-in? And it'll give you all that information. Our regular check-in time's at 3, but we try to check guests in as soon as possible. If we have rooms available, we'll be glad to check you in early. Luggage storage, anything you can ask, you can use a button, and there's suggested questions, but also you can type in your questions. Do you have any specials? Well, you imagine that's the kind of thing you can do there. You can offer discounts to get them to book direct. So I know I'm right at the 6 minutes, but I'm just going to push forward. And to give you some ideas, this is for Synth actual numbers over a 3-month period from January through March. And you can see it's basically 10% people, 10% of everybody who came on the site chatted. And of that, about half of them asked for rates. And of that, 9 booked, which turns into 9 times 425, which was the average booking value, brought us $3,800 worth of new bookings over a 3-month period. In a 1-month period, that's basically $1,275 on what my intention is to charge $150 a month, an 8-to-1 return on investment. And these are our competitors. Again, I don't want to rush through it, but bottom line is these competitors have been in the game for several years now. The one in France boasts 2,000 hotels. The one in Brazil has 1,400 hotels. And they are focusing on, the French one is focusing on Europe and now Asia. Brazil has been doing all of South America. But I'm looking to do North America, and not just any specific, like not just the whole of North America, but independent hotels inside of North America. And my idea is that within a reasonable timeline, I should be able to get 600 hotels at $150 a month. That'll make $1 million. And what I need your help on is getting hotels to try our product, ramping up marketing, and I need some help with somebody who knows this space. So that's it.